see. Make sure Tito's happy with all the tricks here. I think this goes this way.
Yeah, close.
Right?
Go all the way to the left, right?
Checking. We're going for it. All right, we're here to bring awareness about a drift car that we have for sale. It's not bittersweet, but it's bittersweet.
Hey, she looks good.
So here's our list that we're gonna go over that Tito made for us. All right, Tito, roll this music or whatever the fuck you do to make this shit look cool. And let's talk about a 370Z. All right, we're here today to bring awareness. This little feature is on the 370Z behind me. This car is for sale. It's on our website when you're watching this. Basically, we are out of space and this car is not in our future. And so it's in your future. And we're here to tell you what you get for a very, very low price. So let's dive into some details. All right, so this is a 370Z that I received in Florida. Received meaning bought. And this was going to be my next drift car. For a long time, I thought that I would just stay with Nissan, and my heart has cracked and the times have changed, and we're not gonna be in a Nissan in the future. We'll talk about that later. But this was something that I purchased in 2017, and I daily drove it in 2018 into 19. My wife coined it scrape because I ran it so low and it scraped everywhere, but it was a blast to drive. Since then, it's had a lot of changes to it, so let's walk through some of them. This is a bit bare bones at the moment, but this is what you get when you purchase the car. So we have the OEM doors that are gutted. Right, so these are just kind of cut out and ready for whatever configurations you want to run for door handles and how you want to finish out these OEMs. Obviously going to replace with carbon, blah, blah, blah. So in here we have a full-blown cage from Shiomi Garage. So this is where my heart does get a little sad. My friend Travis and my friend Dave put in a lot of work on this cage, and it's really, really rad. Like, I really love the design. The door bars kind of like warp out and feel a bit trippy. And overall it offers a ton of space in here. So obviously it comes with a seat that fits me, but you guys will probably put a bigger seat in it and you'll have the room. In this are Wilwood pedal sets. There's a full steering column, there is a quick change and a quick release and a steering wheel. Boom. Comes with a classic Dreaming and Drifting Grip Royal wheel. There's also a hydraulic handbrake in here. Obviously needs the assembly to it, but the actual mount is ready for you. OEM dash, nothing special. Everything under the dash is just gutted and ready for the brains of the car. We do have the bulkhead already done. So from the drivers to the fuel cell, this is already all sealed and created. You pretty much need to pull your plastics off of this, paint it if you want, but there's a full bulkhead in this. So chassis wise, she's looking good, dude. To talk about the back end, as I sweat my face off, you guys can see under here, we do have the chassis and it's been, what do you call that, Adrian? Steel it?
Yeah, Steel It.
You know the brand Steel It? So that's how the chassis has been finished. So you can see our OEM chassis going into our aftermarket crash bar, into our wall riding bars. We do have spares of these. See the tail lights have been mounted, so we keep the structure of the chassis here. And then we have the OEM tails plugged in. So rear mounted rad, fuel cell, everything needs to be plumbed. Obviously that's on you guys, but the basics are in here. So this thing has never been drifted, dude. This came from a street car to headed to a pro car to not heading to a pro car, headed to your car, your garage actually is where it's going. But on the other side, you can reference here, we've got the MA Motorsports like one-of-one overs. So if you remember Forsberg's car, this kind of dry carbon has came from MA and it comes with them. So you can see one side on it, you can see one side without it. You can see the BC shocks on the car, wrapped on some new Accelera tires, on some Enkei wheels. All of this is in the package, right? The subframe in this is just OEM, but the subframe in the shop that will be in the passenger seat here for you when you come pick this thing up is a Winters mounted, or how do I word that? It's from MA Motorsports and it fits a Winters. It's got the drop knuckle options. It's like the modified pro version of your rear subframe. Tito, chop that thing up. This was headed for a V8 package with a G-Force gearbox with a Winters quick change rear end. So what does come with the car is the rear subframe that will mount the Winters. Then from there, you gotta throw a transmission in it. And then from there, we can get into the engine bay, where what we've done here is built out some basics, right? So you'll notice the stitch welding of the chassis. So the whole chassis has been stitch welded underneath and inside. And then from there, we did have the Part Shop Max front subframe. So this is adjusting your steering rack and then getting you set up to throw in whatever motor you want to throw in it. Ton of room in here. Trans tunnel's been cleared out, ready for the G-force or whatever transmission you want to put in it. Again, these front bars, you don't see anything holding headlights, so that's about where we stopped working on it. But it does have the crash bars that separate from the actual chassis, and it does have your little runners for side collisions. Yep, and then the steering column, of course, front shocks, of course. Pretty much, she's a bare bones, fabricated, ready for drivetrain, ready for plumbing, ready for aesthetics, and then she would be a pro car. Adrian's reminding me we got axles as well. So there is a parts list that we can put in the description. If you go to 144racing.com, you're gonna basically see this car on the website. So you could, I think, click to buy it there and then just figure out how to come get it. So shipping will be on you. If you're local, obviously you can swing by and grab it. If it needs to go out of state, just arrange a pickup time and we can work with you on that. But I will say, you know, good car for us. It just wasn't the move, and that move we're gonna talk about later. So yeah, we should talk about the price of the car. Oh, let me be completely honest. I'm losing money. You know what I mean? The time that Shiomi put into this, the amount of time I've had this and the parts I've collected, for the price that I'm trying to get rid of it for, it's literally just, I want someone to use this car and I want to free up the space in the shop. And so I think we're gonna aim for a $14,000 price. But remember, you're getting a 370Z, fully fabricated. You're getting a MA Motorsports over fenders, full carbon, MA Motorsports rear end. You're getting a fuel cell, you're getting a radiator, you're getting a driver's seat, you're getting a steering column, you're getting Part Shop Max front, whatever steering rack location, you're getting rear axles. I mean, just adding up the parts is close to that price. So this is solely to benefit whoever is ready to take this car and use it and free us up of space. So this car, to be super transparent, this car was in Florida and it was in a storm, right? So it was in a hurricane and it got fully underwater. So all the electronics in it were like trash. So we got it from an auction, and I think it's a salvage title, to be super clear. So it's a race car, dude. Like, this is supposed to just be a race car, salvage title, but I do have the title. I don't know, I'm trying to think about what else, but we just wanted to bring some awareness to this car being available, and we want someone to take it and use it and run walls on it, throw a motor in it. I think that's gonna be it on the 370Z. Little montage included in there, parts list in the description below. Someone buy this, use it, take it home.